increasingly sick as we were working on our next project. Through it all, we were still coming up with ambitious ideas, such as starting a film with a true piece of musical theater, a 6-minute opening number. And our heroine comes out of her cottage, and she's coming into the town, and people are singing about her, and we're learning about her, and then we meet the antagonist, and we meet his sidekick, and we have counter melodies, and we have choirs, and we have everything. And when it was done, Howard said, we can't send this. It's ridiculous. We can't send this to Disney. Who asked for a 6-minute opening number like this? Is ridiculous. I said, I think they're going to like it. He didn't want to say, okay, let's send it. We sent it, and of course it was a game changer, and they loved it. Here's a glimpse of Howard working with our bell, Pedro Howard.
Really quiet, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's got the same value that doesn't have to go to.
Yeah. It's a quiet village.
Yeah.
Provincial, provincial, right? Provincial.
In this poor provincial town.
Oh. You guys should have known him. He was incredible. Little town, it's a quiet village. Every day, like the one before. Little town full of little people, waking up to say, bonjour, 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 bonjour. There goes the baker with his tray like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell. Every morning just the same. Since the morning that we came to this poor provincial town. Good morning, bell. Bonjour, good day, how is your family? Bonjour, good day, how is your wife? I needed 6 eggs, that's too expensive. There must be more than this provincial life. I could barely breathe from laughing when Howard put this lyric in front of me to say, no one's slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's neck's as incredibly thick as Gaston, for there's no man in town half as manly, perfect, a pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one's been like Gaston, a kingpin like Gaston, no one's got a swell cleft in his chin like Gaston. As a specimen, yes, I'm intimidating. My, what a guy, that Gaston. Give 5 hurrahs, give 12 hip hips. Gaston is the best, and the rest is all drips. So, there was a number we're going to write for when Belle is getting her dinner, and all the enchanted objects are serving her dinner. And Howard said, it should be a French musical, like a Chevalier kind of song. I said, great, great, great. I said, how about, look, I'll give you a dummy piece of music, and you write the lyric to it, and then I'll give you the real music. So I gave him, look, the first thing comes up in my head, just, to give you a form, I said, da 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 ya ba da ba da ya ba da 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 yeah na 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 na. Really a dumb, silly thing. So Howard went off, he wrote the lyric. He said, okay, good. Be our guest, right. He said, now, forget about that other music, now we're gonna really write this one. So. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin round your, be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin round your, that's silly. All right, that's not good. Be our guest, be guest, and service to the test. No, that's not good. Anyway, it had to be that dumb piece of music. Get out of the way and let his lyric shine. Be our guest, put our service to the test. Tie a napkin around your neck, Sherry, and we'll provide the rest. Soup du jour, hors d'oeuvre, where we only live to serve. Try the gray stuff, it's delicious. Don't believe me? Ask the dishes. They can sing, they can dance. After all, Mrs. is France, and a dinner here is never second best. Go on, unfold your menu, take a glass, and then you'll be our guest. We are be our guest. Howard passed away 6 months before Beauty and the Beast was completed. And he was not around to know what a success it was. He was not around to know that we had our first chart hit with Celine Dion and Peebo Bryson. We won Grammys. We won the Oscar for Best Song as well as Best Score. And this was the first and only animated film ever nominated for Best Picture. At the Oscars, Howard's life partner, Bill, accepted the award on his behalf. I came across this work tape of Howard and me working together on the next song, and I want to share it with you. We had two sides of the cassette. Remember cassette tapes? Cassette. I was gonna just record over it, and I should listen to what's on it. And there we were in his living room working on it. As I said, it was our first assignment to write a chart hit song. But in the movie, it was sung beautifully by Angela Lansbury. And as classy and as wonderful a woman as you would imagine. Angela, Jerry Orbach, it was incredible. Recently, at the 25th anniversary of the animated movie, Angela and I actually performed the song together in public for the first time. And I remember being backstage at Lincoln Center and just reviewing it with her, and Angela just burst into tears. There was a lot of emotion in the story behind the story. Tale as old as time, true as it can be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least. Both a little scared, neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast, ever just the same, ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise. Tale as old as time, tune as old as song, bittersweet and strange, finding you can change, learning you were wrong. Certain as the sun, rising in the east, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. Backstage at the Oscars with, again, two babies, twins again, and in the press room, and they're asking questions about things, and then one reporter says, Alan, how does it feel to win the Razzie Award for Worst Song of the Year? What? Yeah, from Newsies. Oh. It was from High Times, Hard Times, Ann Morgan on the Swing, sometimes the living is sweet. So, I mean, it's not the worst song. But yeah, boy, that was some night. High Times and Hard Times, indeed. That's my cigar, you'll steal another. Hey, bummers, we got work to do. Since when did you become me? stop your bawling. Hey, who asked you? Try Bottle Alley or the Harbor. Try Central Park, it's guaranteed. Try any banker, plum or barber. They almost all knows how to read. I smell money, you smell foul. Met this girl last night. Move your elbow past the towel for a buck I might. Ain't it a fine life carrying the banner through it all? A mighty fine life carrying the banner tough and tall. Every morning we go where we wish it. We's as free as fishes. Shore beach washing dishes. What a fine life carrying the banner home for y'all. Well, our lead is a young actor, 15 years old, young Christian Bale. And he had never sung professionally before. I don't know how he felt about it, but he did a great job, I gotta say. They say folks is dying to get here. Me, I'm dying to get away to a little town out west that's spanking new. And while I ain't never been there, I can see it clear as day. If you want, I bet you could see it too. Close your eyes, come with me, where it's clean and green and pretty, and they went and made a city out of clay. Why, the minute that you get there, folks will walk right up and say, welcome home, son, welcome home to Santa Fe. Planting crops, splitting rails, swapping tails around the fire, except for Sunday when you lie around all day. Soon your friends are more like family, and they're begging you to stay. Ain't that neat, living sweet in Santa Fe? Don't you know, we're a family. Would I let you down? No way. Just hold on, kid, till that train makes Santa Fe. Newsies was such a flop. Oh my God. 2.3 million at the box office after all of that. I remember talking to the man who was then president of Walt Disney Pictures and saying, man, are we going to do anything, promotion? Or I said, buddy, I can throw $10 million up in the air, up right here on Doheny Boulevard. It would do just as much good. It's DOA. DOA. But Disney was definitely intent on Aladdin, which Howard and I had started way before Beauty. And after a long development process, we were finally greenlit. Robin Williams voiced our genie, who played amazing Robin Williams. And, we're huge Robin Williams fans. However, I conceived the song as songs for the genie as Harlem Jazz. Fats Waller, Cab Calloway. So I said, look, guys, can Robin Williams sing like Fats Waller? And, people looked at me like I had three heads and said, we don't really care. But I gotta say, Robin actually, he did sing. He learned every note. And then, of course, once he was done getting all the notes, everybody said, Alan, are you happy? Now can we let Robin just go? And Robin, oh my God, did he go? And he was incredible. Oh my, what happened about them 40 thieves? Shahrazadi had 1,000 tales. And mister, you in luck, cause up your sleeve you got a brand of magic never fails. You got some power in your corner now, some heavy ammunition in your camera. You got some punch, pizzazz, yahoo, and house. All you gotta do is rub that lamp. And I'll say, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what will your pleasure be? jot it down. You ain't never had a friend like me. No, no, no. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your maitre d'. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never had a friend like me. Yes, sir. We pride ourselves on service. You're the boss, the king, the shah. Say what you wish. It's yours true dish about a little more baklava. Have some of column A, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me. Everybody! Oh my! My! Oh, you ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me. Never had a friend like me. Since Aladdin went through so many changes, by the time the film was back on, Howard was gone. And I was faced with the daunting prospect of finishing the film without him. After the failure of Newsies, I was starting to, lose a little confidence. And what would my career be like without my brilliant collaborator, Howard? Disney encouraged me to try working with someone new on a song that was at the heart of Aladdin. And the stakes were really high. I was nervous, but we moved forward. And I sat down with esteemed lyricist, Sir Tim Rice. Loved him. And attempted my first Disney animated song without Howard. And it went like this. I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew. But now from way up here, it's crystal clear. Now I'm in a whole new world with you. Unbelievable sights, indescribable feeling, soaring, tumbling, freewheeling through an endless diamond sky. A whole new world, 100,000 things to see. I'm like a shooting star, I've come so far from where I used to be. A whole new world with new horizons to pursue. I'll chase them anywhere, there's time to spare. Let me share this whole new world with you. A whole new world, that's where we'll be. A thrilling chase, a wondrous place for you and me. That song, it worked out okay. And my whole life was suddenly heading off into a whole new world. A whole new Broadway chapter of my life. Included a musical of the Christmas Carol that we did at Madison Square Garden. It ran for 10 years. Somebody saw it, yay! And Disney's decision to enter Broadway with Beauty and the Beast. And for me to meet Susan Egan, the wonderful Susan Egan. Once again, Tim Rice stepped up to collaborate on new songs, and one of the new songs was an Act One closer for the Beast to sing. We had never been able to get the Beast to sing in the animated, and we talked about it, we tried. But this was really important to have this song for the Beast. And in my twisted face, there's not the slightest trace of anything that even hints at kindness. And from my tortured shape, no comfort, no escape. I see, but deep within is utter blindness, hopeless. As my dream dies, as the time flies, love a lost illusion, helpless, unforgiven, cold and driven to this sad conclusion. No beauty could move me, no goodness improve me, no power on earth if I can't love her. No passion could reach me, no lesson could teach me how I could have loved her and make her love me too. If I can't love her, then who? Well, Judy ran on Broadway for 14 years. Talk about Broadway. Another Broadway talent I got to work with. Long before Wicked, I knew Stephen Schwartz as the wunderkind of Broadway. With 3 shows running simultaneously when he was like so young. Godspell, Pippin, and Magic Show. It was amazing. It was also infuriating. But I mean, I was playing downtown in clubs. You know, my relatives would say, come from Broadway. They go, gee, I just saw another show by that Schwartz boy. He's doing so well. What about you? What about? I'm trying. You know, I make a chopped liver. You know. Well, anyway, world turns. And when I approached Stephen about collaborating on a new Disney animated musical, he was actually in the midst of leaving the business. He was discouraged by some recent disappointments and failures, and he had decided he wanted to return to school to get a degree in psychology. And not that there's anything wrong with a degree in psychology. I think he'd make a very good psychologist, probably, but luckily our collaboration helped save him from that fate. My apologies to any psychologists in the audience. And it's been amazing working with Stephen. Here's, honestly, the very first song Stephen Schwartz and I ever wrote together.
Oh, wow.
You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. You never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? You paint with all the colors of the wind. You paint with all the colors of the wind. Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Come roll in all the riches all around. connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue corn moon. For whether we are white or copper skinned, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain, need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still, or you'll own his earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. This remains one of my all-time favorite scores, I have to say. Safe behind these windows and these parapets of stone, gazing at the people down below me. All my life I watch them as I hide up here alone, hungry for the histories they show me. All my life I memorize their faces, knowing them as they will never know me. All my life I wonder how it feels to pass a day not above them, but part of them. And out there, living in the sun, give me one day out there. All I ask is one to hold forever. Out there, where they all live unaware, what I'd give, what I dare, just to live one day out there among the millers and the weavers and their wives. Through the roofs and gables I can see them. Every day they shout and scold and go about their lives, heedless of the gift it is to be them. If I was in their skin, I'd treasure every instant. Out there, strolling by the Seine, taste the morning out there, like ordinary men who freely walk about there. Just one day and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. I'll have spent one day out there. Thank you. So, initially, Hunchback did not do well. Where were all you? You weren't, were you? I don't know. Which was kind of heartbreaking. But we never gave up. And shortly after the animated movie, we worked on adapting it for the stage. And we did a production. Yeah. We did a production in Berlin, Der Glockner von Notre Dame. And it was right in Potsdamer Platz, which is right by where the wall used to be, the old Berlin Wall, which is now down. At a theater that was really actually within spitting distance of Hitler's bunker, which was a little weird, but, you know, I don't know, in a certain way, nothing screams musical theater to me like Hitler's bunker. I don't know. Call me crazy. His reputation grew, and more recently, we rewrote it in a production that is now playing all around the world. Have any of you guys seen it? I'm so blessed that so often that my babies get a second or even a third life, and it's great. After Hunchback, however, I was ready for a total change, and I was handed a golden opportunity with this next one. Tony Award-winning lyricist David Zippel collaborated with me on a gospel-inspired score. show. Boy, no matter monster, and you're talking SRO. He was a no one, a zero, zero. Now he's a honcho, he's a hero. Here was a kid with his act down pat. From zero to hero in no time flat. Zero to hero, just like that. Say amen, there he goes again. Sweet and undefeated and an awesome 10 for 10. Folks line up just to watch him flex. And this perfect package packed a pair of pretty pecs. Herky, he comes, he sees, he conquers. Honey, the crowds are going bonkers. He showed the moxie, brains, and spunk. From zero to hero, a major hunk. Zero to hero, and who'da thunk? I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I will find my way. I can go the distance. I'll be there someday. If I can be strong, I know every mile will be worth my while. I would go most anywhere to feel like I belong. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong. This is a workout, guys. Not long after, I was asked to a dinner by some Disney animation executives. And they wanted to talk to me about my next animated project, which is very exciting. Because all the ones I've done, it's so wonderful, and what would be the next one? So I get to the dinner, and they say, oh, Alan, have a drink first. So I had a martini, and nice strong martini, and gin, and then oh, let's have some wine. And at the dinner, we had a lot of wine with dinner, and So what's this going to be? Okay, Alan, here's what we think your next project is. It's a Western from the point of view of cows. No, literally, cows, voiced by Dame Judi Dench, Roseanne Barr, and Jennifer Tilly. Together again! I had some questions. I mean, I love Western music, don't get me wrong, and I had fun working on it. And actually, I had a great time when we went on it. We went on a cattle drive as a sort of a junket. You haven't lived until you've seen a bunch of animators riding horses into cows. Come on, cow! That was amazing. But as the film developed, it became less and less a musical and more kind of a movie about cows. And also a villain with a magical yodel. You remember? Does any of you? I know. See, I can yodel, everybody. No, kidding. Yodel, little, yodel. Why don't I? Yes, I'll just spend the rest of the night singing that song and no. Okay, so all kidding aside, during the middle of development for this project, 9/11 happened, and it was traumatic. And all the artists I knew wanted to find some way to encapsulate, number one, what we were feeling about this, because it was so difficult to absorb, and also to try to find a way to uplift. And somehow a song that we wrote for Home on the Range, this little Western, seemed to capture that, for me especially, as sung by Bonnie Raitt. heaven's a hurtin'. Seems like it's been dark since the devil knows when. How do you go on, never knowing for certain? Will the sun ever shine again? Feels like it's been years since it started to thunder. Clouds are camping out in the valley and glen. How do you go on when you can't help but wonder? Will the sun ever shine again? What if the rain keeps falling? What if the sky stays gray? What if the winds keep squalling and never go away? Maybe soon the storm will be tired of blowing. Maybe soon it all will be over, amen. How do you go on if there's no way to know? Will the sun ever shine? Wish I could say, send me a sign, one little ray. Lord, if you're listening, how long until then? Will the sun ever shine again? Enchanted was long in development at Disney. It was such a great idea. An animated ingenue was transported into our modern world. I was salivating to be involved with this project. And finally it came my way, and I was working on the project, and we had an opening number, and we were set to go, and then it got cold feet, and it went back into development. But then it was back on again, then it was back in development. And then I heard through the grapevine it was back on, but they were looking for other songwriters to do parodies of Disney songs. And I thought, well, I mean, I could do parodies of Disney songs. But anyway, as it worked out, Kevin Ling, the director, got in touch with me, and I was back on the project, along with Stephen Schwartz. And the general idea for the score was it was kind of we were going to channel really early Walt and then later animation, and then go sort of through the years of Disney animation. So we start at the top with sort of something akin to like the Snow White era. I've been dreaming of a true love's kiss, and a prince I'm hoping comes with this. That's what brings ever afterings, so happy. And that's the reason we need lips so much, for lips are the only things that touch. So to spend a life of endless bliss, just find who you love through true love's kiss. Then on to Cinderella era and all those cheerful cleanup songs. Come, my little friends, as we all sing a happy little working song. Merry little voices, clear and strong. Come and roll your sleeves up, so to speak, and itching. Cleaning front up in the kitchen as we sing along. Trill a cheery tune in the tub as we scrub our stubborn mildew stain. Pluck a hairful from the shower drain to the gay refrain of a happy working song. A happy working song. And then a later parody of, me. How does she know that you love her? How do you show her you love her? How does she know that you really, really, truly love her? It's not enough to take the one you love for granted. You must remind her, or she'll be inclined to say, how do I know he loves me? How do I know he's mine? Well, does he leave a little note to tell you you are on his mind? Send yellow flowers when the sky is gray. Hey, he'll find for Broadway and still plays around the world. And when adapting the movie, we realized that the love interest, Prince Eric, never actually sang in the film, and really would be great to give him also just more dimension. And we remedied that. I thought of the moment when he's standing on the beach, he's looking out to the water, and he takes out that recorder, remember? Out of tune recorder. I think there's a song in this spot. Little Mermaid. I'm writing some additional songs with lyrics by Hamilton and Moana songwriter Lin-Manuel Miranda. And now, 2 for 1. And for the new songs in the live-action Aladdin, my lyricists are the amazing young talents who this year won the Oscar for La La Land, and the Tony for Dear Evan Hansen, Ben Pasek, and Justin Paul. But for beauty, I return to my esteemed collaborator Tim Rice for the film's new songs.
Now it's like cheating. He's got his phone in front of him too.
I was the one who had it all. I was the master of my fate. I never needed anybody in my life. I learned the truth too late. I'll never shake away the pain. I close my eyes, but she's still there. I let her steal into my melancholy heart. It's more than I can bear. Now I know she'll never leave me, even as she runs away. She will still torment me, calm me, hurt me, move me, come what may. Wasting in my lonely tower, waiting by an open door. I'll fool myself, she'll walk right in and be with me forevermore. I end tonight thinking about all the wonderful memories I have had creating these songs. And moments with many inspiring collaborators, and most of all, the moments I've had with audiences like you, sharing these songs. I'm blessed, and I thank you. How does a moment last forever? How can a story never die? It is love we must hold on to. Never easy, but we try. Sometimes our happiness is captured. Somehow a time and place stands still. Love lives on inside our hearts and always will. Minutes turn to hours, days to years, then gone. But when all else has been forgotten, still our song lives on. That's how a moment lasts forever, when our song lives on. Thank you for joining me on today's journey.